What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. I am wearing my stocks, bonds, and mutual fund shirt hoodie today that I got. A lot of you have watched this channel and you go, Erica, will you ever work back in corporate America again? You know, what are your thoughts about corporate America? I really want to quit my job. So many of you want to quit your job. I want to quit my job. I want to quit my job. I can't breathe. I'm struggling. Listen, you have to find purpose in whatever you do. Even if you quit your job tomorrow and you don't have a schedule and you don't have a thriving skill that you can sell, you're gonna be in a position of where you have to go back and get a job. My thoughts have changed on corporate America. The more people I hang around, the more people I am around. Here's the problem. There's a lot of people left on the outside. There's a lot of people that they need to use a job recruiter to get in some of these big companies. I have several friends who've worked in big name companies for years, not really happy with the job, but in the job and kind of flying under the radar because it's a big company. If you've got 150 people, 200, 500, 1,000 people at a job, Susie in cubicle A can be shitty. It's just the truth. She can have shitty days, she can have bad weeks, she cannot work to her fullest. That happens often. With big companies, you get lost in the shuffle. The smaller a company is, the more sales related the job, it is based on performance. So when you call me in consulting calls and ask, should you quit your job? I'm gonna say no. I've made a whole playlist of why you should not quit your job. Keep your job. A lot of you have these dreams of real estate investment, putting more money in your stocks, putting more money in bonds, buying Bitcoin, putting money away in different avenues. Guess what you need? You need stability and you need that job. Now we can talk about working on your credit. We can talk about all these things, getting you business lines of credit to grow your business on the side. But the truth is, keep your job. Many of you, when you call me, are in very cushy jobs. You're in very comfortable 60, 70-year jobs. Now there are people who call this channel and they are in piss poor jobs they hate. I'm sorry. But a lot of times what happens is the closer you get to working with a budget, you start putting more of your money in Acorn app, Digit app, and letting it grow, you'll start to have more purpose. You'll start seeing that side money grow, because a lot of you, when you call, your complaint is, Eric, I've been working this job for 5 years or 10 years and I don't feel like I'm moving forward. I don't feel like I'm getting ahead. I don't feel like I'm making progress. And that is the worst feeling ever. So I feel like you're stuck somewhere. Now, some of you need to ask for a raise. If you can't ask for a raise, or you've been late a bunch, or whatever you've done to make you feel like you're not qualified for a raise, you need to go apply for other jobs. There's a book called The 4-Hour Workweek. He talks about it a lot. People rather be unhappy than be uncertain or have uncertainty. We've seen this before in relationships, where people stay in relationships that no longer serve them. We've seen this where people stay at jobs that no longer serve them. If you're, as Dave Ramsey said, if your spirit has left the building, please take your body with you. Because honestly, you're not helping the company if your mind's not focused there. Now, my experiences with corporate America have been crappy. I've worked at 40 different apartment complexes. I've did temp work. I've actually done work where companies contracted me out for a month or 2 months, and I got to see the inside of the building, how it worked, and a lot of it was based on atmosphere. Do you fit in that company's atmosphere? Do you fit in that company's environment? Do you get along with Patty? Do you get along with Catherine? And I hated that. I hated that the work was not based on your results. It was based on, did you get along with the group? Did you have a good time? I love that in sales jobs, and I love that in management jobs, that your results are yours. Now, another thing, I am thankful for corporate America, because if it wasn't for corporate America, I would not have learned that sometimes painting companies are making $500,000 off apartment complexes painting them. Or I wouldn't have learned about how much money apartment companies make. How much they make, how much they have wiggle room, how much they pay their management team, how much they pay their maintenance guys, their lawn care groups. I would have learned all these things before I joined Brad Summer's apartment investing group. I'm actually in 2 investing groups now. We're super excited. We're trying to see if I can be a part of a syndicate that's buying an apartment complex in San Antonio, but we'll keep that under wraps, okay? So we're finishing out the year strong. But I wouldn't have learned all these things. But another thing I wouldn't have learned if I didn't work in corporate America is systems. Systems rule the day. Now, when you're a big company, you move slow. Systems change slowly. When you're a smaller company and it requires, in order for this company to still have their doors open next semester, next season, you got to make nimble moves Smaller 50 to 100 person companies are more agile and they do have big pumps in income. But again, you're still talking about a baby that's growing. That's growing its arm. It can't move like a giant corporation, but it still has sometimes the financial ability to make money like a big corporation. So what I've learned is my views on corporate America has changed. If you can get your foot in the door and you think, hey, Erica, if I'm there for the next 5 years, because really the truth is, if you're there for 3 to 5 years, the average person switches jobs around 2.5 years. If you're there for 3.5 years, one, don't buy a car. For the love of Jesus, please don't buy a new car. I've seen so many people go, I got an $80,000 a year job. I went and got a BMW. No, you still have student loan debts. You still have other debts you need to get right. Get those things right. Be smart. Don't get the new cars, okay? But I've seen people get the big expensive job. Them and their wife are working, making money. They go jump and get a house. They both get 2 new cars. She gets pregnant and wants to stay home. Keep your job. Keep your job. Keep your job. I'm sorry. Keep your job, but find a way to make an additional $500 to $2,000 a month on the side. I've seen people do yard sales in my neighborhood I'm in right now, and I know they're moving product. I know they are. I've seen the guy when it's during the week and he's getting UPS trucks picking up from his house. I know he's selling that stuff on eBay, Amazon, wherever. He's getting rid of it somehow, some way. And there's several people who make a lot of money from yard sales. People have commented on this channel, they make money from yard sales. So the key of it is, have my opinions changed on corporate America? Yes, they have. I think you can go far. Gives you some direction. You learn systems. You learn skills. If you really do feel like work is completely, absolutely draining you mentally and physically, I'm going to ask you to go, 1, go check out job recruiters. 2, what are you doing in the afternoons? I talk to a phone a lot of you and you guys have no hobbies. You have no afternoon sport. You don't go to kickboxing. You don't do karate. You just come home and you veg out. That's going to be so exhausting. Like your brain is exhausted because you're not stretching it. Your brain and your body. And you got to do that. You got to stretch your brain. You got to grow your body. And that's how you make change. Some of the best things I do for my day is taking a walk in my neighborhood. I love doing these videos. I love talking to you on the phone. I love making painting company calls. But at the end of the day, a walk around my neighborhood or me deadlifting at the gym changes my whole body. And I'm like, I'm awake. So look, everybody, this is Erica, Classy Climb Blog. Again, if you have questions about the tax lien course, always the links are below. If you have questions about talking to me, consulting with me, links are always below. And again, thank you for watching the channel. Please give it a thumbs up and a comment and share it if you like on Facebook. I love when I see that. You guys are great. Later, guys.